everyone. I'm sure many of you know me already, but for those who don't, I'm Director of Strategic Development for the Tarsus Group. My name is Mike Fairley. I was also the founder of Labels and Labelling many years ago, probably too many years ago to remember, and also look at the strategy for Labelexpo shows, the magazines that we produce and everything else. What's interesting for me is that I'm one of the few that spends all my time looking at the future. So it's very exciting to be able to look at this industry and see where we're going for the next 3, 5, 10 years. I travel the world, I read everything that's out there, and when you look at what's going on, it's still a very exciting industry. On a world basis, it's still probably growing around 4, 5, 6% per annum in volume terms. There's very few industries you can say have been doing that for the last 30, 40 years, but the label industry is. It's growing in different places in many cases. The developed markets of North America and Europe are lower growth than they used to be, but the emerging markets of India and China and the BRIC countries are growing even faster than they were in the past. Unfortunately for many in the industry, this kind of rapid growth on a world basis starts to create shortages of materials and starts to push prices up. So the industry has to become more clever, find better ways of doing things, look at doing things more economically and constructively. On top of those trends, you've also got the trends towards moving towards rationalization of supply chains, shorter runs, more variations, more versions, test marketing and solutions, and this has presented challenges to the industry. It means that pre-press changes. You need to spend less time on doing things. It means the machinery has to change. Conventional presses have all had to look at quick changeover, faster operation, capabilities for shorter runs. And of course, we've seen the explosion in recent years of digital printing machines that can be set up and started running and changing jobs almost instantly during the day. So a lot's changed in all of those areas. But it's not all good news in terms of growth and opportunities. The industry is faced with tremendous pressures on terms of waste in the environment. It doesn't make sense for our industry to throw so much material away. We have to become greener. We have to recycle more. And it's not just the laminate materials, it's chemicals, it's inks, it's all sorts of things. So we have to look at all of these kinds of things. We've also got the opportunities going beyond labels, where converters are now taking their production technology and saying, what else can we do on our machines? Why don't we look at small cartons? Why don't we look at sleeves, sachets, pouches, all the kinds of clever things for the same customers in many cases? Let's use for the technology we've got. Let's use the opportunities. Let's create the new markets of the future and make sure the label industry grows at above GDP for the next 30 years as it's done for the last. So welcome everybody. We look forward to it. It's a good future, but it's in your hands.